Okay, let's do try number 2 on firewood. This is hedge, Osage orange, harder than concrete blocks probably when it's frozen. That was my first try. I think I'm gonna post that video separate. That was the first try. It really sucked. Came loose. This one will probably come loose too. But this is my second try. I'm gonna try to cut those up for firewood. Well, not that one because I don't think there's a 7-inch block in there. But this one I'm gonna cut a 7-inch block out of the center of it for to stack my lumber on for a lumber base. Osage orange, it won't rot. And then I got videos on how to stack lumber, what I'm doing with them. But it doesn't absorb a bunch of moisture. And then I put a piece of shingle on the top of it. And anyway, I'm gonna get some of this frozen ice off here and crap. I'm not cutting through all of it. I'm still sure there's still gonna be some shit on there. A lot of dirt, but it was never meant to be put on the sawmill. When you're splitting with a splitter, I don't care how much dirt there is on it, but that big frozen chunk of dirt go through a couple blades. This is my hatchet that I won off of YouTube, one off of GP Outdoors. Fiskar X7. He'd probably be mad knowing the first thing I used it on was a piece of concrete block here. But it's a nice little hatchet. And I told him I'd be using it on the sawmill. And if I can figure out how to tag him in it, which I don't know how to do on YouTube. I don't know how to do shit on YouTube. But if I can figure that out, tag him in it, yeah, hopefully that'll lock down. There's some snow on the other side I'm gonna get off too. But hopefully I can lock that down straight enough. Tight enough to where it'll those are going to be killer on blades too, I'm sure. Ice. But this hedge is going to be killer on a blade too. And this is not how I'm going to be cutting my firewood. I'm not blocking up my firewood and then cutting it into little pieces like that all the time. I'm just trying this because really what I want to do is I want to take that log that came from, you know, whatever I can get straight with hedge, 8-foot, 10-foot log straight, and then I'll cut it into firewood sections. So I'll come through and cut it here and then here, and then I'll turn it sideways and cut the whole. If I go through the whole log and then turn the whole log at the same time, then all I have to do is come through with the chainsaw and block it up, and I'll have 4, 6, whatever, 8 pieces of firewood laying right here on the pallet. I don't know, it might work. Alright, so one more thing before I go here, before we get started. I don't show me loading that log on there because I don't want other people to try how I do it, you know, or be embarrassed that they can't do it like I do it. Because see, I just put my finger right in there, in that crack, and then I just lift it up, usually with one finger. Just lift the whole thing up and throw it onto the sawmill. But not everybody can do that, so I don't want somebody to get hurt trying to think they can lift that up by themselves, because I did it. I'm just superhuman or something. I don't know. You know, I'm something, all right. Anyway, it sucked getting that up there. So this is not something that you want to do every day, and this is not something I'm going to do every day, and I know this is not practical. This is not a practical video on how to cut firewood with your sawmill. This is not practical. This is stupid, and I'm just playing around. Alright, now let's see if we can cut something. I don't know how this is going to work either. Probably come loose and fall out there and tear up my sawmill. But I think it's pretty tight. One way to find out. Let's find out. And there you have it, some of the hardest wood that I know of. It's really pretty right now. This blade's not the sharpest either, but as soon as the oxygen gets to it, sunlight gets to it, something gets to it, it turns Oh, fuck. There, I don't even have to split that one. That one's ready to go. So, it's really, really pretty, but it turns a shit brown. Once the sun gets to it, it starts to dry out. No way I know of to save that yellow. And there's usually big hollow spots in it like this. But that's just the nature of the hedge. But I could turn it, and if I wanted to get some lumber, there is some lumber in there, but not much. Not enough to mess with, probably. Maybe I'll saw one more down and get another piece slab to find it. If I don't fall over first. And like I said, not the way to cut firewood. But So everybody who says that this is a bad idea, I can do nothing but agree with you. I totally agree with you. Very bad idea. Not worth it. But it's fun. I got another piece down there too. Man. Well, definitely gonna try a new blade. That wasn't a new blade. It was already dull when I started. I cut probably 2 big oak logs with it. So you can see I mean, it's, you know, people like it. It's hardwood, and they make bow staves out of it, and the long bows. It's hard as hell. As hard as it gets. But all this dirt and snow and frozen, and it's probably going through blades more than you'd ever really want to do it. So absolutely not worth it. But I got a whole pile of it I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. See if I figure out something a better way, or one of you guys figures out the better way. Alright, stay tuned, subscribe, I'll come out with some new videos. Maybe if it's not too cold. 20s, not too bad. Maybe it's time to update. Anybody want to walk through my log yard and update that? There's some big snow drifts in there. So I really don't want to do that. But I should. Alright.